an evolution of the lithoclast master. It's a far better and simple device. I must say that once you use these kind of devices, then it's very difficult for you to go back to the previous generation, because it really makes your life much easier. It's very easy to assemble. The probe we're using here is the 3.9. It is coated blue, so it has a blue plastic part on it. It's very easy for you to identify and for your nurses to identify. The smaller probe that would go through the slender scope, and you will see Panagiotis using it later on, is a green label, the 3.3. So depending on the diameter of the scope, you reduce the diameter of your probe. The big advantage of this is that it's very fast to break, but it's also very fast in aspirating. So it sucks back the stones. And this is really very useful. Very easy to assemble. You just screw it in like this. Very easy. And when it fixes, then you use a levering mechanism. Just double secure it. Click it in, and it's ready to go. Okay? Now, Panagiotis, you can show also the lithotripter.
Will you start the lithotripter?
Start the lithotripter.
Yeah, I'm going to change my glove, so no problem. Let us show also. So good morning also from my side, Kalimera. You see here is the EMS lithotripter for the Trilogy. This is this specific device. You see here how we set it up, and this is done. The same settings are for every case. Impact, ultrasound, and suction, 100%, all of them. In frequency, 12%. We don't change any settings. We keep them like this. In any case, either we do with a standard PCNL, either we do a mini with a smaller scope. Doesn't matter. It remains the same regardless of the probe and the size of the axis. Let me show you also lower here. Please show. This is the thulium fiber laser from EMS. It's an excellent device. It's a newly introduced device, very versatile, a lot of different settings. You can do stones, you can do prostates with this. It's one of the devices that I think it's very also easy to operate. You can see here that is already turned on. We are going to use the fiber that we have now is 270. There are also smaller fibers. There are larger fibers, depends on the use that you are going to have. And here you see that there are already presets for different case scenarios. So we start with a stone. There are different presets for soft, medium, hard stone. I will go for medium and then set it up according to the case. And here you see that there are already presets for dusting, fast dusting, fragmentation, popcorning, depends on the case scenario that you have. For me, I'm going to set it up for the moment for fragmentation, because in the cases that we have here, usually you don't need to do dusting. You have all this, is going to be explained during the surgery also, all this kind of, I'm going to increase also the energy. We have a lot of fragments that can be evacuated by the lithotripter. So this is more or less what is related to the lithotripters that are going to be key players during the case that you are going to follow.
Good. Show us also your table, Panagiotis, for a little.
Just a moment to change my glove. Okay. So, no, it's okay. Have a second one. So this is the setup for the flexible ureteroscopy. You see that we have, this is a hydrophilic guide wire. We have two stiff guide wires to secure the access, place access sheaths. There is an access sheath already. This is a 9.5 12 access sheath that we are going to use, because in this case we are going to use the Pusen. This is the 7.5, friends, the smaller scope that Pusen has. Single-use flexible ureteroscope. The image is very good, and also the size is very small, so we can fit that scope through this smaller axis sheath.
Axis sheath is 9.5, Panagiotis, yeah?
Is 9.5 the internal diameter.
So you don't need to pre-stent your cases. In this case, we don't have a pre-stented ureter also.
No, we just have a ureteral catheter placed in the kidney. So this is the setup for the flexible ureteroscopy, and I think we could start for the case.
Excellent. So